Okay. So welcome to today's strength and stretch session. Today we're going to be adding a little bit of cardio in our session. Usually we just do just full out strength, but I thought we should switch it up. But they're still strength-based exercises. We're just doing them with short rests in between and doing them for a long period of time. So that's where the cardio component comes in. So we're not going to be jumping or hopping around too much. So it's still strength-based. Okay, so like always, we'll start with our warm-up. So I'm going to set my time right here for about 45 seconds, and we're just going to go ahead and do some high knees and jumping jacks. And you can just switch in between each exercise as you wish. And try to do a fast pace here as we're trying to get our heart rate up. Get a couple more seconds. Got about 15 more seconds here. Good, 10 more seconds. Let's take it a little bit faster. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna go into some ankle rotations. So taking your big toe into the floor, we're gonna go 6 per direction. And really try to explore the range of motion that you have here. So going really slow. And really, really stretching to your limits. Going the other way, 6 the other way as well. 4, 5, 6, switching on to the other foot. Again, digging that big toe into the floor. 6 slow reps going towards the left. Good, and then going towards the right. 6 more here. 4, 5, and 6. All right, coming down to the floor for some hip rotations. You're just gonna have your hands under your shoulders, knees under the hips. From here, lock out your core, so big breath in, tighten up. You're gonna lift one leg out and come all the way around without letting your hip lift off the floor. So we still want both hips to be facing the floor as we do this. And we're just gonna go 5 per direction here. Nice and slow. Remember, try not to let your lower back extend as you let that leg out. You're staying nice and strong in your waist. Going the other way, same thing. Don't let the hips lift off. So this doesn't have to be big circles here. Nice and slow, nice and small. Good, switching over to the other side, same thing. Extend out and then circle around, keeping both hips facing the floor, keeping your core stable. Got 2 more in this direction here. And going the other way, same thing. Staying strong for your hands here. Small bend in the elbows for your comfort. 2 more. And rest. Coming up, we're just gonna place our right leg in front of the left, and we're gonna have 90 degrees in the right leg, 90 degrees in the back knee as well. Your fingertips are gonna come towards the floor, and from here, we're gonna do the world's greatest stretch. So from here, take your right arm up, all the way, follow your hand as far as you can, and then come back down and repeat. So we're gonna do 5 per side here. So you're staying nice and strong through the front leg, and your knee is nice and stable. So try not to open up through the hips, and you're taking a look at your hand as it goes up to get that mid-back rotation. Good, staying wherever you are. We're gonna switch to the other side. So now the left hand goes up and back down. Your right shoulder is on the inside of your right knee, and they're touching. Good, 2 more on the side. Remember to keep following your hand. And rest, going towards the other side, same thing. So bringing your left leg forward this time, both 90 degrees in the front and back, coming down to the floor. And let's rotate the left hand up once more. Got again 5 reps here. 3, 4, last one, and 5. Good, coming down, right hand goes up 5 times. Again, follow that hand, super important. You don't want to leave your head behind here. Good. Last one. And rest. All right, now that we're all kind of mobile, all warmed up, we're gonna get into our workout. So I have my workout here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exercises like always, and we're gonna do them in pairs. So the first 2 we're gonna do together and then take a break after both of them are complete. And for each kind of pair, we're gonna do that twice, and we're gonna go for 45 seconds. So instead of counting reps today, again, we are gonna be on time, so try to get as many reps as you can in between, so you get that little bit of a cardio component. So for the first exercise, we have a side lunge plus a squat, and that's going to be paired up with your plank feet walk in and out. So I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll get into it. So with your side lunge, you can just start on one side of your mat. You're going to take a big step out to the side, and then you're going to load into this leg here. Outside leg is nice and straight. Come back in, do one squat, and then go the other way, come back in, do one squat. So you're always pushing off the side that you're stepping out with, you're pushing off, doing one squat, squeezing the glutes at the top, coming out to the side, and then pushing off that leg to come down to do your squat again. So again, that's gonna be 45 seconds of work there, and immediately after that, we're gonna go into our plank with our feet walking in and out. So this time we're gonna be in a high plank. So remember, the hands are always going to be under the shoulder, not too far out and not too far behind. So we're taking care of the wrists as well as the shoulders here. So everything is stacking on top of the other. Nice plank position. You're gonna lightly walk one foot in and then back out again. So this doesn't look like a tough exercise, but once you get going after the squats, it's gonna be a tough one. Okay, so again, 45 seconds for both exercises. Once we've done one round, we'll take a minute break and then do it again and then move on to the next exercise. Okay, so getting ready on your mat. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're on. So stepping out, stepping back in, do one squat, back out, and then in for a squat. Good. So again, when you're doing your squat, try to square up your hips again. So after our side lunge, you want to come back in the middle and equal pressure through both feet. With your side lunge, however, that inside leg, or the leg that's bending, is where all your weight is. So the outside leg, the leg that's nice and straight, is just there for support. And you're using all that power from that bent leg to come back into your squat position. Good, in 3, 2, 1, break. Coming down quickly into your plank. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're on. So again, nice plank position, coming in with your feet and out. So as you'll notice, my back is nice and flat and my hips stay at the same level. So I'm not all the way up here as I come in and out, and I'm not really bouncing as I step in and out. So I'm nice and sturdy, hips stay level, and the only thing that's moving is your feet. So stay grounded through your fingertips, digging into the floor, and move very, very slow. Good, let's keep going. You want the insides of your elbows pointing out. So point, rotate, point the elbows to the front of the room. Good, let's keep going. Couple more seconds. And rest. All right, quick break. We got a minute, so I'm gonna start that timer. Or actually, we'll just go for 45 seconds as I talk. So get your breathing rate back to normal. And we're gonna do that one more time before we move in to our second set of exercises. Whew. So get some water if you have. Also, please feel free to play your own music. I don't have any going on. Every time I play some music, I feel like it interrupts with my talking and I can't talk as loud. So please feel free to play your own. Okay, we've got about 15 seconds. You can start to get ready. So again, for the side lunges, I recommend you start out in the middle of the mat. It's a little bit easier to maneuver instead of moving halfway throughout. All right, getting ready. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we are on. So again, squat, side lunge, back into your squat, and into your side lunge. So when you're squatting, the arms can come out, and when you're lunging, it's like you're running. So opposite leg, opposite arm up. And again, it doesn't have to be this fast. So you can really slow it down, go at your own pace, and really break down each movement. Or you can piece it together into one move, but make sure when you do the squat, it's equal pressure through both heels. And you're pushing up still squeezing from the glutes. Good, in 3, 2, 1, rest. Coming down into your plank. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we are on. So again, high plank, hold it tight. Slowly bring in each leg one at a time. And you can, of course, switch it up as to which leg comes up first. And again, remember the hips stay level throughout the entire motion. So again, we're not bouncing in and out. The hips aren't moving up. If you're way up here, come down into your plank again, reset, and go from there. Yeah, let's keep working. This is a tough one. We got this. This is our last one for this round, and then we're gonna move on from here. And rest. Whew. All right, quick break while I explain the next exercises. So next one, we're actually gonna take a little bit of a break. We're gonna go into a glute bridge plus a pulse, and that's gonna be tied in with our toe tap. So for this exercise, since it's a pretty kind of isolated exercise, it's just the glutes. If you have weights at home, place them on your hips. If you don't, that is okay as well. So for the glute bridge, I'm sure we've done these before, but just to again give a demonstration, we're gonna come lie flat on our back, and you want to be able to touch your toes, or sorry, touch your heels with your fingertips. So if you're way up here, that's a little bit far, and you're gonna get a lot of hamstring action. So we want to eliminate the hamstrings from this movement and really pack it into the glutes. So let's put our feet closer to our glutes here, so there's no hamstring action. From here, we're going to simply perform one glute bridge. So squeezing the glutes first. You can actually use your hands to feel. Squeeze all the way up, come down halfway, and squeeze again, and then fully come down again. Squeeze up, halfway down, all the way up. So like I said, you can place some weights on your hips for this motion. You can go a little bit faster, or if you want, you can even go into single leg movement. So just holding one leg up here, same thing, halfway up, full way up, halfway down, and switching it that way. This exercise is going to be paired with our toe tap. So we're just going to reach our toes up. You can have straight legs if you can, or you can have a small bend in the knees if it's more comfortable. And from here, hands up, we're just going to reach for the toes and back down. So this is constant pressure on your abdomen. So we're not coming all the way down, reaching up, all the way down, reaching up. We're going to stay in this mid zone here and just tapping up. Okay, so those are the 2 exercises. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1, coming down, and we are on. So lifting up, halfway down, all the way up, all the way down. Good, so try to keep a same tempo throughout this motion here. And what's important with the glute bridge is that you want to push through the heels. So if you want, you can even just have your heels resting on the floor and toes pointed up in the air. And that's really going to ensure that all the pressure is going through the glutes rather the front of your legs. Good, let's keep going. Squeezing the glutes from the bottom all the way up. You really want to feel a burn with this exercise. And again, as always, equal pressure through both feet here. Nice and heavy in the heel. Good, couple more reps. 3, 2, 1, rest. Going straight into those toe taps. Legs go up. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're on. So again, we're reaching up and out. It's a little bit harder to talk with this one here, but essentially, You're trying to breathe out every time you go up to tap your toes. So you want that powerful breath as you come up, and you're gonna feel a little bit more work being done in the core. Good. Couple more seconds here, 10 more seconds, here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. So again, you can just lay down on your back here. You can even play around with your knees, circling your knees to open up the hips a little bit more. We're gonna do this one more time. So like I said, you have that option of going one leg up and just powering through that single leg, or placing some weights on your hips. If you are doing some weights on your hips, make sure you're holding them throughout the entire motion. You don't want them to roll up on your belly into your neck. That hurts a lot, so make sure you're holding on to those weights. We got about 10 seconds here. If you also have smaller bands at home, you can place them above your knees and to ensure that outer knee action. So you want to push the knees out as you come up. All right, here we go. Let's get ready. Check your feet are close to your glutes. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we are on. So lifting up, halfway down, all the way up, and all the way down. So another point here, there's a difference between a hip thrust and a back bend. So we don't want to be extending up and feeling our lower back extend. We only want to go up to that point where you feel full contraction of the glutes. So if you feel your glutes are contracting here, that's it, that's the end range. There's no need to arch up all the way here. It's not a lower back exercise, and in fact, that can be dangerous at times. So just make sure you're just squeezing your glutes as far as you can, and coming back down from there. Let's keep going, a couple more seconds. Here we go, and rest. All right, right into the toe taps, and again, apologize if I can't talk through these ones. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, lifting up and down. And remember, you want to breathe out every time you come up to tap your toes. And this is just a small motion. Good. Keep going. We've got 20 more seconds here. Oops. Breathing out. Good. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Nice work. Got a little bit of a break there. We're gonna go into some upper body stuff now. So as a quick lower body pump, we're gonna go into our, excuse me, our high plank to downward dog plus our Russian twist. So we've seen these ones before if you've been following this series. But again, just to show you what that looks like. So into our high plank, we've done this one before today with our feet in and out. This time we're taking out the feet. We're just coming into a high plank here. And you're gonna use your arms to push back into downward dog and coming back into high plank. As you can see, it's very slow coming back. So you really want to control, control, control. Hips down and then shoot the hips up, feeling that stretch into your hamstrings. That's going to be paired with our Russian twist. So for this exercise, again, if you have some weights, you can use them in your hand. You also have the option of lifting your toes up or just placing them down on the floor. I like to have my feet down on the floor just so I can get really a lot out of the exercise and it's not too difficult. And you want to lean back just a little bit. Have your hands come to the side. You want to twist your body, use your obliques. And from here, you actually want to reach up and back down. So that extra up is really going to work those obliques, even if you don't have weight. So it's a great alternative to exercise. Okay? So we're going to get started with our high plank to downward dog in just about 5 seconds here. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we are on. So again, fast and downward dog, slow coming back to high plank. And again, you want to be able to push through your hands here. So use your shoulders to push back and then wave back to high plank. So if you want to make this a little bit more yoga inspired, what you can do is wave all the way up and then wave around your back all the way back down. So from here, lifting the hips up, waving, and then again, rounding your back to come back into high plank. So lift up and wave back down. Good. And rest. All right, coming down into our Russian twist. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we are on. So again, leaning back just a little bit as we go side to side. If you feel a lot in your lower back with this exercise, you don't have to lean all the way back. So you can just do it a little bit more upright and limit this back and forth motion because that's what's really using your lower back. So you want to limit that back and forth. You just want to be in one spot going side to side. Again, if you do feel it in your lower back. If you don't, you can get a little bit more of the exercise by reaching, and back in. Good, let's keep working. Exhale at the top. Inhale as you come to each side, a couple more seconds. And rest. Right, not too bad with this one. So again, if you weren't, if you couldn't hear me when I was talking about the high plank to downward dog, if you want to make it a little bit more yoga-esque, what you can do is on the way to your downward dog, push your hips up, and as you reach your downward dog, round your back to come back into high plank. So you've got this sort of like wave motion, and you have a little bit more control of your midsection. Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So again, pushing back, waving forward. So you're almost kind of separating each body section here of your midsection. So you're really just breaking apart the pieces, starting with the hips, mid-back, then chest, and then the opposite as you come back into your high plank. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale all the way to your high plank. Good. Let's keep working. Couple more seconds. And you're really just rocking through your toes. And rest. Coming right into our Russian twist here. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we are on. So reaching up and back. So again, try to be slow as you come back to really put some extra strain into your lower abs here. So anytime you kind of extend back from the seated position or move your legs out, you're working those lower ab muscles as opposed to the toe taps that we just did. We're working those upper abs, so right below your ribs. Get a couple more seconds here. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Taking a quick break again. We're gonna go right into our last sort of component here. I've kind of saved the worst for last, or in my opinion, I don't like this exercise, but it's a good exercise to be doing. So we're gonna go into our lateral shoot throughs plus a plank. So just give me 1 second here, my timer turned off. So with our lateral shoot throughs, if you've never done them before, it's a pretty dynamic exercise. So kind of go slow at the start and then start to catch on. So what you're gonna do is start in a bear crawl position. So just like into our cat and cow position, hands below the shoulders, knees under the hips. From here, you're just going to lift up the knees, staying in the same position. So I'm up here now. And then from here, what you're going to do is rotate out to one side and you're switching into one arm motion. So from here, I'm gonna lift up and I'm gonna rotate, balance on my left arm, and then the left knee, or sorry, left hip comes down towards the floor, coming back into your bear crawl, back towards the right side. So you're actually just shooting the hip through and then coming back in. So again, this is pretty dynamic, and you can certainly go fast with this one as you get the practice, but once you're starting, start slow. So again, I'll show it from the front. What we're doing with the arm here, you're starting here, you're gonna balance on one side, and you're rotating, rotating, rotating as the leg moves out, and then back into your bear crawl position. So piecing all that together, you're lifting up, you're rotating, rotating through the shoulder, bring this hip as low to the ground as you can, and then back into bear crawl. So rotate, come down the hip, back into bear crawl. Okay, so that's gonna be paired with just a simple plank. So with a plank, you can be on your hands into a high plank or into a low plank, just on your forearms like this. All right, getting ready. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So again, rotate, come sit down, and back into your bear crawl. So as you can see, when I rotate, I'm doing so very slowly because I don't want to hurt my shoulder. So this is a lot of pressure on the shoulder, and it's a great exercise to build up strength in your shoulder. But of course, when you're starting out, you really want to do it slow to not overstretch or overwork anything. If you can, have that leg straight out for me, coming back in, the leg straight out, coming back in, the leg straight out. Good, keep going. Oh, I hate this so much. Let's keep going, and rest. Okay, coming right into our plank, 45 seconds, and then we're done this round, and we got one more, and we're done. Whew, here we go, in 3, 2, 1, right into your plank. So with your plank, make sure that your elbow is right under your shoulder here, feet are stacked, and hold. So you're not all the way up here or too low to the ground. You want to make sure you've got a good position here with the hips, and you're pulling the ribs down and the hips under. So you're shortening that distance between the ribs and the hips. Good, keep holding. Got 10 more seconds here. Deep breathing, almost there. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, again, quick break, just about a minute or so, and then we'll go into our final set of the day. How are we doing on time? Perfect. And then we're gonna end off again with a nice yoga cool down, and this time we'll make it nice and long here, since we had a pretty tough session today. Okay. So again, lateral shoot throughs. Remember, rotate through the shoulder, but you still want to be putting some pressure into that back toe. So remember, one leg and one arm is always up. So equal pressure through the toes and the hand, so that not all of the pressure is going through the shoulder. If this exercise is a little bit too tough for you, what we can do is just go into a bear stance up and down. So what you're going to do, it's going to be a lot of core work. So just come into your all fours, lift up, and then from here, again, downward dog, and then don't drop your knees. So keep them about 3 inches off the floor, downward dog, back into your bear stance. Okay, so don't drop the knees if you need a regression. All right, getting ready here for our last go around. Here we go into our lateral shoot throughs. 3, 2, 1, and we are on. So again, nice and slow. Balance through this back knee here as well. And then the hip as close to the ground as you can. So if you're up here, that's okay, but try to come all the way down, bend that back knee a little bit more as you come down. Good. Leg out nice and straight. Keep your core nice and tight. Here we go. About 10 more seconds. You got this. If you're doing the bear stance to downward dog, keep pushing the hips up And don't let the knees drop down to the floor. And rest. Whew. All right, last plank, and then we're done. Getting ready into your position. Catch your breath for a second. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we are on. So again, last plank for the day, last exercise for the day. Try to relax here. Bring the breathing back to normal, or sort of normal. Hips are down. Good. Got about 20 more seconds, halfway there. Let's keep powering through. Squeeze the glutes. Bring the ribs down. No extension in the lower back. Here we go. 5 more seconds here. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right. Nice work, everyone. Coming down to just lie on your mat, onto your back. Well, let's just take a minute to breathe here. So you can lie down whichever way is comfortable. So if that's with your knees up, with your feet extended, you can even lie on your stomach if that's what you prefer. And just start to take a few clarifying breaths. So deep breath in and sigh it out. One more all the way in and sigh it out. Deep breath in and out. Last one all the way in and sigh it out. If your legs are straight, slowly start to bend your knees, bringing your heels closer to your glutes. Wrap your fingertips around your knees and bring your knees in towards your chest and start to roll side to side. Whenever you're ready, come to be still one more time. And just take your knees apart with each hand, make big circles, opening up, coming in towards the middle, back in towards the chest, and opening up again, back towards the chest, and going the other way. Both knees come together, take your left hand, wrap it around both knees, and just bring both knees down towards the left side. Nice and slow, and keep your feet stacked. And for the most part, try to keep your right shoulder on the ground for a nice deep twist. From here, start to extend that bottom leg out, so the left leg goes straight, right leg is still bent on top. And you're just going to twist a little bit further, try to bring that right knee towards the floor. And slowly bring that left knee back in, and slowly drawing your shape towards the middle one more time. Bring the knees in towards the chest, take the right hand, and bring the entire shape down towards the right side. So again, taking a few moments here. Try to get your left shoulder on the ground. And start to slide that right knee out. Left knee comes towards the floor. And bring that right knee again forward and come back towards the center. We're just going to take both knees side to side one more time. Inhale, bring the right leg up. Exhale, place it on the left knee. And again, one more time, twist towards the left side and bring the right foot flat on the ground and continue to push your right knee out. So this time, both our shoulders are on the floor. The upper back is on the floor. And you're gonna feel a stretch all along that right hip flexor, sometimes in the right lower back, in the right glute. And slowly coming back in. Reset. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, place it on the right knee and drop towards the right side. Push out your left knee. Nice and straight body here. Get back in towards the middle. And from here, take your knees in towards your chest one more time. Bring your head close to your knees and start to rock back and forth. Take as much time as you need to come up to a seated. Once you're up here, just bring both feet together into your butterfly position. Back is nice and tall. And you can just grab your feet with your hands. Gonna inhale, you're gonna grow really tall, so extend to the spine. And exhale, fold from the hips, just coming forward. So again, we're not rounding through the spine here, nice and straight. Coming forward as much as you can, whatever is comfortable. And you're gonna stay here. From the same position, inhale, start to lengthen up. And exhale, come a little bit more forward. Stay here for a couple breaths. Inhale up one more time. And exhale, fold. And round your back. Step back tall. Then inhale, take the right hand up. Exhale, reach behind. Left hand comes on the outside of your right knee. One more deep twist here. Inhale, you're gonna grow tall from this position. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist. Slowly coming back. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, place it behind your back. Place the right hand on the outside of your left knee. Inhale from here. And exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And coming back in. Crossing your feet. Taking one more clarifying breath. Hands come up. Inhale. And exhale to heart center. All right, thank you for joining me today. That's it for today, and I'm happy to see you all next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.